Okay. Also, does this is just me, or does that mountain up there look like a mantisaur face? Can I get up there? What direction is that? Just south? Whole lot of south? Ooh. I don't think I poked my face in around there at all. Before we continue Nyoka's quest. Oh god, I am so glad I brought him along. Oh, I was about to say maybe too far south, but no. Looks like that's over there. Can't fast travel when you're... Oh. Hostiles. Oh. Hostiles. Woo!
Got it.
Alright, where the hell did that mechanical go? Y'all already blasted it apart? Ah, so you did. So you did. Won't lie, I thought it was closer because of, you know, how / where it landed almost right on top of me. Alright. I just want to poke my face up here really quickly because I don't know whether or not this is a thing. Over here. To the left. Oh, it is a thing. Sublight. Have I been here before and I'm just an idiot?
We ain't ready for this. We need those pheromones.
What? What about pheromones? I feel like I'm not being told something. Ownership data. Yep. Alright, fine. Lead you for Edgewater. Not my first choice. But yeah, it's not just me. That UDL ship looked incredibly like the Unreliable for a bit there. Save for the fact that I had guns, so I was like, what?
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Felix and Parv? What you got going on, you two?
Okay. So I was watching this program. Guess who the villain was in this week's Virginia Yang Girl Detective? Mr. Bertie Holcomb, that toss baller!
This I gotta see. Thanks.
You know, I feel like if I actually paid attention to half the shit when it comes to their... Wait, what?
Hey, boss. Got a hypothetical for you?
Uh-huh.
You got a friend, see?
Yep.
Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then, one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
Oh, that's cute, Felix. What's her name?
You got the wrong idea, boss. It ain't like that. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend.
Oh, shit.
I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
I suppose it's obviously important to you. Let's go.
Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla. What he's doing on an asteroid, I can't begin to imagine. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Thanks. Thank me later. Also, Scylla? The hell is he doing all the way out in the middle of an asteroid? Let's put away some of our, Let's put away some of our more illustrious gear first. Oh, soft speaker. Spacer's choice. firing noise minus 90%, and intimidate plus 10. This is the big stick that a soft speaker carries. Also, I increased the power of these shears just to see what they do. They're alright. Oh. That's a little silly. Even with mouse and keyboard, I have to use the keyboard in order to transfer things over. That's fine. Store you. Store you. I mostly just want to store the wow looking stuff. Actually, I think besides this, all the rest of the wow looking stuff that I have someone wearing. God, I got so many of these. I probably could sell a chunk of those and make a good profit. Hell, I could probably make a decent sized profit just doing nothing but selling the ammo I have. Alright. So we can go to Terra 2. And that's the start quest one. Sila's the one for Dudicus. We're already doing this one. Oh god, back to Edgewater.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain. Remember that you are not insured.
Thanks for the reminder there, buddy. Yeah, she's a whole ass new companion. Kind of like her. I do wish that I guess it makes sense that the corpo armor is not going to have too much variation between all the corpos, but I don't know. Do wish that they had a little bit of differences between them besides just, hey, this one kind of looks like something.
Wow! How'd you do that?
Okay, I was about to say, did I open that for nothing? But then I realized, oh wait. I guess there's... Is there no one else here in Edgewater? Gotta remember, the last time I was here, I turned off their power. Oh, hi. Corporate Technician. You're rather well armed for a corporal technician. Alright, fine, we'll do our thing and get out of here. And here I was thinking all like, oh yeah, no, there's not going to be anyone here. Save for plot persons. Guess they're only really running on emergency electricity, I suppose, for lack of a better word. I do have to wonder what Tossball is like. Ah. Oh, hey. What's going on?
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
Later. I suppose they're supposed to be ranting and raving at her. Alright. Leave for the region. I know I've been to pretty much everywhere here. A couple of episodes back, I said biothermal something or other, biolab thing. Geothermal plant is, I believe, what I meant to say. No, it is not. This is the one where... Is it? No, this was a band. No, this is where the mechanicals had went all woo and tried to myrtle me. But successfully myrtled a bunch of scientists. Look at all of them being dead. Okay. I thought those red flowers were blood, and the blood meant, you know, more loot. Yep, I see those
I'd
canids.
wager this is the outpost.
Score one for Felix.
See, one of the amazing things I love about melee weapons, they're technically silent.
Everyone all right?
Oh. Okay, I know it wasn't going to work like that, but I was hoping to do one of those downward slam things and whatnot on that dude, and I was like, yeah. Oh, right, vending machines here. Eh. Yeah, I know we've cleared this place out a couple of times, but
Take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there?
hello?
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, hell. I'm sorry, Nyoka.
Medallion. What you got to say there? Display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through, but you can still make out bits and pieces of what look like Rebecca's final entries. Law helped me, but Anderson was right. We never should have taken this contract. Thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled, or I don't know what. Towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to let me send a message. For all the capable folk here, we're stuck. Back home, we had to fight for every meal because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here there's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from wherever we can. Anderson is about ready to sign up, offer his life in service to Spacer's Choice so he can take a shower. Farah, I hope to the architect that never reaches you, but on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarch's a living hell. We were sick of getting sick. A boiled raptidon and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting day in, day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a place here. Settle down. But this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. Marauder's at the door. Anderson's bled out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. I'm alive anyway. I've seen what those monsters do.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. Or to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed too, but I mean, honestly, this is the kind of thing I talk of when it's like the difference between the iconoclasts and the board. Like, yeah, the boards are, or the iconoclasts are definitely doing their damnedest to hunt and whatnot, but food they find is theirs. The food under the board, it's aplenty, but it's not theirs. Thus, they don't, flipping get a goddamn ounce of it. Well, they had not to make light of a terrible situation going on here, but I know that humankind has made it so as bananas taste different from what they used to. But this is ridiculous.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I think I'm glad. If she were still alive now, I'd break her to know the truth.
She'd still want to know, just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
You're kind of guessing here. Any way to find out for sure?
Not unless you happen to be familiar with the ins and outs of Mana Queen behavioral patterns. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Yeah, what a coincidence. We gotta go to... Gonna go there anyways. Like 3 glands. Now I'm playing a freaking MMO. Roman something. Yeah. I don't blame these two for wanting to abandon Monarch and whatnot for what seems like it could have been a better life, but... Hells, man. That's the kind of shit people I'm pretty sure are like, oh man, you're just hee-hooing over corpos because it's a meme. 1, yes, a little bit. 2, no, I legitimately despise just worshipping corporations.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Where?
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work with it. You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life. You're always in control, right?
I guess that's kind of like when the filler's shooting 600 cans of near molten cell tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt.
Here, stand like me. Just so. Hips square. Lean forward a little. It's just equipment. You're just an engineer using it. Ah! Okay. We'll try again later. You'll get it. I promise.
I don't know, looks like she made a couple of shots, right?
Hey, Cap.
Get along with the crew.
Well, yesterday, Ellie and I almost got to fighting. She turned to Mike Green when I cooked up a bit of wrap for dinner. I told her she ought to toughen up. She almost punched me. I like her. Reminds me of Rebecca. She's got a kind of spirit to her. The kind true freedom hasn't beaten down yet. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
Hey, look, I'm not one to not tell you to don't look up bygone days. I do that all the goddamn time. Talk when you're ready.
I will.
Hey, Parv.
Felix keeps asking me to watch some adventure serial with him. It's not my thing, but he's real sweet about it.
Oh, God. I do love seeing the crew actually, like, interact with one another. Desilah. Let's go to Harlow's first. You know, for an asteroid out in the middle of nowhere, there sure is a lot of activity on this thing. Like...
Do return in one piece, Captain.
Promise nothing about it returning in one piece. Like... Vicar Max's freaking hermit that lived out here. Felix's buddy is asking for help, and now we gotta come out here to hunt some primals for Nyoka. I dig it. I mean, I suppose if you want to get out and away from everything, a meteor in the middle of space would be the prime choice for that. Okay. Oh, hi. Well, you're a named individual. Am I gonna have some hammer time with you?
Hey, you. Looking for something?
I got a feeling I'm gonna need to do one of those.
Where do you think you're going?
Wherever I want. Felix Millstone's with me. Clyde Harlow's expecting us?
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
Good. I thought I was gonna have to...
Sights on you.
Okay, now I want to hammer your face in. Ooh, shiny. Harlow? It might be a little bit telling that that these individuals are named Outlaw.
That machine stole my bits. Why do we even have one of these?
I don't know. Why do you have one of those? Oh boy. I got a feeling this is going to be one of those cases where dude's going to be rather disappointed in what's happened with his buddy. Another outlaw. You an outlaw? Yeah, you're an outlaw. What the deuce? Primal glands? Primal glands?
Been ages since we had a good haul. No freighters, no jobs, no contracts for weeks. Standing around.
Felix, I believe your buddy's possibly just a little bit into piracy. And not the, probably not the fun kind of piracy. Where you do nothing but download audio files from bands that are assholes. But like, ones that actually hurt people. Oh, you're a Harlow.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see or a you've aged, old man?
Well, this is awkward.
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He kicks things what need kicking, and we look the other way when he starts talking anti-corporate. It's a good arrangement.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
So, tell me why we're here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
Oh boy. You want to put him through a test.
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
What did he do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
How well do you know Felix?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
Something I'd like to ask you.
Let's hear it.
You said you were working on something big?
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
And what makes you think you're free?
The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay.
Sounds like you plan to overthrow the board.
Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready.
So you're the band of outlaws living on the edge of an asteroid. Some revolution.
Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time.
Let's change the subject.
Something on your mind?
See, I do believe in that. Live and let live and all that fun stuff. I'm not sure that this guy is going to live and let live, though.
Let's hear it.
Felix tells me you disappeared one day.
I was working on this plan for years, saving every bit I could, drawing plans, biding my time. I never intended to spend my life laboring on the groundbreaker. When the opportunity presented itself, I did what I had to do. I left.
You might have said something.
I had some ugly business in Scylla. If I told you, I would have implicated you.
You want to elaborate on that?
Hephaestus controlled mining operations all over Scylla. Most of these operations failed. The company pulled out and abandoned their facilities. Mostly abandoned anyway. This one was running on a skeleton crew. My associates and I seized control in a matter of minutes.
Something tells me that was a lot of murder. Wah. I can get my lockpicking up to a lot. I think I'm gonna go 5 more into hack, 5 more into medical. Yeah. I love how, for someone that is all about the bonk, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the bonk. I've decided, hey, you know what? Let's do these other things here instead, too. Persuading, lighting. Lighting? I understand wanting a little piece of the corporal action, as it were, that seems like this guy is all about. Alright, now how do I get out of this thing so I can go hunt some stuff? I think Obsidian does a little bit of a better job of There we go. Nope. How the hell did I just... What vending machine? The one on the upper... Yeah, no, alright. Oh, right. The other two leveled up too. Let's see. Long winter. Duration of status effects inflicted by companion abilities increases. Stand your ground. When a companion takes damage, they gain some armor for a short time. Down during combat, they heal back some health and continue fighting. It has a long cooldown. I kind of like that, though. And you got pretty much the same, don't you? I don't doubt that when push comes to shove, they have all got some sort of other ability. Let's go to this mining outpost. But they've all got some sort of other abilities to them once I've, like, I don't know, maxed out their shit.